The wilderness of returning.
The morning sun rose, warm and golden, but the land of Israel felt empty. The people had filled their days with festivals to false gods, chasing pleasures that crumbled like dust. Their hearts had drifted far from the one who had always loved them. Hosea felt God's grief pressing on his spirit. God did not speak in thunder, but with the quiet grief of a husband whose covenant had been broken. Plead with your mother. Plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Hosea 2:2. Israel lost sight of her true provider, giving credit to false gods for the blessings that had always come from him. For she did not know that I gave her corn, and wine, and oil, and multiplied her silver and gold. Hosea 2:8. Every gift she enjoyed had come from the hand she now rejected. So God spoke again, firm yet sorrowful. So God moved to block her way, placing painful obstacles in her path so she could no longer wander freely. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns, and make a wall, that she shall not find her paths. Hosea 2:6. God was not seeking to destroy his people, but to save them from themselves, letting their false hopes collapse. Days passed, the land grew barren, festivals lost their joy, and idols stood silent. People wandered, searching for comfort. Then, in the stillness of that brokenness, God's voice changed to that of a loving husband who refuses to give up. Yet even after the discipline, God chose mercy, drawing her away from the noise to speak to her heart once more. Therefore, behold, I will allure her, and bring her into the wilderness, and speak comfortably unto her. Hosea 2:14. The wilderness, a place of silence, where the heart can finally hear. There, God would rebuild what was shattered. Hosea was shown restoration, barren places made fruitful again, and places of sorrow opened into a future filled with hope. And I will give her her vineyards from thence, and the Valley of Achor for a door of hope. Hosea 2:15. He saw Israel before her God once more, lifting her face like a bride rediscovering her first love. They would call him Ishi, my husband, a gentle, intimate, eternal vow. Then came a promise that changed everything, a covenant not broken by time, sealed by faithfulness, mercy, and love. I will betroth thee unto me forever, in righteousness, and in judgment, and in loving kindness, and in mercies. Hosea 2:9-10. A covenant renewed, a love restored, a future rebuilt from ruins. Peace settled over the land. Beneath a clear blue sky, lions, sheep, and goats roamed together in peace, while broken weapons lay scattered across the land, and birds soared freely. Nature itself breathed harmony, showing God's power to bring safety and calm. And I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. Hosea 2:18. And in the final scene the people, once wandering, once unfaithful, lifted their voices toward heaven. Faces lifted to heaven, mouths open in awe, hearts overwhelmed by his mercy and love. They see his hand and rejoice as God claims them as his own. And I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy. And I will say to them which were not my people, Thou art my people, and they shall say, Thou art my God. Hosea 2:23.